Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cardinals taking over, and they do so behind the number 1 overall pick of the draft. That's Kyler Murray out of Oklahoma. Rare talent indeed. First man to be drafted in the top 10 of 2 sports, baseball being the other. He's got his work cut out for him. The Cardinals trying to rebound from a 3-13 campaign. It's caught by Crabtree. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And here are the offensive starters for Arizona.
It's nice to see Marcus Gilbert back on the field, this time in an Arizona Cardinals uniform. They picked him up from Pittsburgh for a 6th-round pick back in March. He's going to play right tackle for the Cardinals, a key spot for them. The big thing for him, can he stay healthy? Because when he is, he's one of the better tackles in the league.
Throwing on second down. Murray is complete to the tight end Clay. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense heading out, and a welcome sight for 49er fans. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the way. Jimmy, of course, lost for the season in Week 3 last year in Kansas City, and then the Niners really struggled the rest of the way without him. The silver lining to the early season injury, it gave Jimmy Garoppolo plenty of time to heal and get back to 100%. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check it back.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
11.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
12.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. A look now at the defensive starters for the Cardinals. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
13.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. The safety, Budda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Completes it to Fitzgerald. 11 yards there, first down. The numbers for Fitzgerald from last week. 6 catches, 98 yards, and a score.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Off the draw, here's Johnson. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, he's got a man complete. It's Clay. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. It's not going to end in points, but you consider where this drive started. You probably label it a success.
I do, and I know that without points, it's hard to say that a drive truly was a success. But think of it this way. Changing field position, maybe giving your defense a little bit of a break.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they will be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Crabtree has it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
56. Check 56.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal to Johnson again. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now Murray. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
McCrane's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Garoppolo gives to Breida. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They're able to haul it in as Kittle. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the ship.
On first down, here's Breida. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
65.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
He's crashed. White.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Lock. 55.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The quick slap caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff matchup a season ago. The Bears and the Rams from L.A. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. Mexico City, to be precise. The Chiefs and the Chargers going at it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. To throw again on second down. Murray. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He gets this one to Johnson. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Pettis. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait,
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw is Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be intercepted. The All-Pro corner, Patrick Peterson.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
53, Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray rolling to his right. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Michael Crabtree, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Play action, Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the visiting Saints who were able to walk away with the road victory. 38-14. The final score. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was the rookie Kyler Murray showing the flash that made him choose football over baseball. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game, as we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Hey, echo.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Here we go. Check pass. Check pass. White. 55.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Garoppolo on first down. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw is Murray. And the catch made by Johnson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. From the gun, a run for Johnson, and just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 17, Murray complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. He finds his man Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
McCrane able to knock this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. They run again with Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida.
You got it. You got it.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. 12, fellas. Here we go. Check. Check out. 11. Bang, bang.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, alert!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Garoppolo now. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it's going to be 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
We got 21. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Coming to you. 43's the mic, boy.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
Let's go.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
12. Go. Check right. Watching you five. I'm coming.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and back the ball away.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Now Gold for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. But Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Johnson's got it complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, baby.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
21.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
21.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
I'm going back to you.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mostert. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Niners, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5 and 6. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.